kind of looking like our house was gonna end up in foreclosure, and we kind of didn't really know what to do. And then Kat kind of reached out to Rochelle, and she kind of got the ball moving on.
Meet Ty and Kat. They were struggling with their mortgage, falling behind on payments, and feared foreclosure. They didn't know where to turn until they found Rochelle.
All right, we're here with Ty and Kat. They just sold their house.
With missed payments stacking up, Ty and Kat were facing the terrifying reality of foreclosure. The stress was overwhelming, and they felt like they were out of options.
So tell me a little bit about your situation on selling your home.
I guess we had been getting behind on the payments, and we were kind of looking like our house was gonna end up in foreclosure, and we kind of didn't really know what to do. And then Kat kind of reached out to Rochelle, and she kind of got the ball moving on options for how we could sell our house.
The notices kept coming. The stress was unbearable. They didn't know where to start, and ignoring the situation felt like the only option.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, we probably did let it get a little further than necessary, just because when you start getting to that point of foreclosure and getting behind, it's just so nauseating, and you essentially just want to climb into bed and hide from the world, and then you just don't return phone calls, and then everything just starts piling up, and then all the bills, and then past due notices, and then you get a notice on the door. And so, I mean, we ended up moving closer to family just so we could get back up on our feet. But the whole foreclosure, definitely, once we saw it on our credit, we knew we had to do something to take care of it.
Kat made the decision to reach out to Rochelle. That one call gave them hope and a clear path forward.
And once we did reach out to Rochelle, a realtor, we actually found out that all we had to do was essentially just clean out the house, and then she would keep in contact with the housing agency, and they would take care of the rest. So really, in the end, all we had to do was clean out the house. Like, it was just so simple.
So basically you took a really negative situation and turned it into a positive situation.
Yeah, and it was just so easy. Like, just calling, making a phone call.
Because really, otherwise we didn't really know what channels to go through, how to, where we should be, what we should be doing, and how we should be trying to get out of the situation, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It didn't, for a little while, it didn't seem like even selling the house was gonna be like an option.
Right.
You know?
What would your advice be to other people in the same situation that you were in?
Don't be afraid to ask for help, and don't be afraid to work with the bank.
Yeah.
More or less.
Return the phone calls, because really they're looking out for your best interest, because the only way they make money is if you're giving them money, essentially. So, I mean, they have to make sure you're doing okay. So really it's a team effort, and just keeping in contact and just letting them know. I mean, they've seen it. I mean, it's rough out there. It's rough all over. So, I mean, they're seeing it and they understand.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You walk away with a check, so you were able to preserve some equity in your home instead of losing it. So that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a negative situation, turned out to be a very positive one for you. And now it's just to start to rebuild that credit, and so that you can get into a home in the next few years.
Because I think we were looking at bankruptcy, really. Like, we were thinking it was going to go into foreclosure, and we would have to declare bankruptcy, and we would just be screwed the next 7 years, essentially.
Sure.
So.
Sure. Well, now you're on that path of getting your credit back together, and building credit, and it was a good thing that we were able to connect and reach out and help and get now an equity check.
Definitely.
All right. thank you very much. Congratulations and best wishes for future endeavors.
Thank you.
Rochelle Roesler. Call 218-979-1722 at Century 21 FM Realty today for a partnership built on trust and excellence.